it's Natalie Sanderson, and I'm here to talk to you about the Doterra Yoga Kit Collection. These are 3 beautiful blends, and I want to show you, as a Pilates instructor, how you could use them in Pilates practice. Because they are great in yoga, they're good in Pilates, they're good in meditation, but they're just good in general. So use them throughout the day. Let's run through them quickly. So first up, we have Anchor, which is more of your grounding blend. It's known as steadying blend. It has main components is lavender, cedarwood and frankincense. It's more of a rich, spicy sort of tone. And then we have Align. This is a bit more fresh and floral. It's known as a centering. In Australia, Align is known as Affirm, and it's about bringing that self-belief system. It's got bergamot, and it's got coriander, marjoram, and peppermint in it. So a little bit more invigorating. It's just a bit more fresher. And then we have Arise, which, as the label indicates, is a bit more fruitier. It's citrus-based, and in Australia it's known as Ascend. This has in it grapefruit, lemon, and melissa. Now, melissa is really awesome oil that will lift you out of a euphoria. You know, it's like takes you out of a funk. And this is known as the Enlightening Blend. So I do love each of them. You can use them like morning, midday, afternoon is another way to use them. But let me show you a couple of practice that you can do with it in Pilates. So to apply, I love to make sure you breathe in each of them. So breathing in, you could pop it in the diffuser, but I like to place this one onto the arch of my foot, and then also the inside ankles is a good place to place it. With Anchor, you could also place it at the base of your spine. Now, where we start with is, this is you're thinking about our foundations. So for Pilates, we like to stand really tall through the crown of our head, ground through our feet, and we're going to do a roll down. So you take a nice deep breath in, and then exhale, tuck chin to chest, scoop up through your abdominals. Let your hands just drip forward, looking back at your thighs and curling over like a hairpin and just hanging there. When you're at the base here, you can press back one leg and feel a little stretch, and then switch the other leg, feel a little stretch, and just rotate through that little pedaling. And then press down through your feet and drawing yourself up. Really good to do this move at the beginning of a practice to bring awareness into your body of how your spine might be feeling, how your body might be feeling. If there's anywhere that's a little bit more caught up than others, we'll come down onto our feet. You want to have your feet just like a tennis ball apart, and then slide it so it's only ruler length from your bottom, and we're going to come back, laying down onto our backs. And from here, we focus on just our breathing. So take a deep breath in, expand those ribs out across the back of the mat, and then exhale. And then we just want to do some little pelvic tilts. So what this means is we're going to press all our vertebrae into the back, so you can't get your hands underneath, and then tilt forward onto your tailbone. You create a little arch in your back, and you can slide your hands under, and then tilt back, and then forward. You may also then move into the neutral position, and then do some little pelvic clocks. So just rotating your pelvis around, getting nice little movement. I like to think this is a little lower back massage through pelvic tilts and pelvic clocks, just to get an area that could get quite caught up when you're sitting around and help get some mobility through it. Then have your hands nice and long, shoulders nice and broad. Press down through your big toe, tuck, curl, and peel away, lifting and floating up. So your knees, hips, and shoulders all become aligned. And we're in our pelvic curl position. Make sure you haven't splayed your knees out, and just have them shooting straight ahead, and then slowly articulating back down. Think of your back as a string of pearls. Each vertebrae is one pearl that you want to place back down onto the mat at a time. So you might do that a couple of times. And then we go in for our single leg extension. So bring one leg up to tabletop, the other leg follows. We're going to press that leg out nice and long, and then switch, switch. So really getting length through those legs. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Then you can hold your legs up there or place the feet flat down. Bring your hands up above your shoulders for level 1, otherwise interlace them behind your head. Exhale, float head and shoulders up. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. Level 1 will look like this. Exhale, up. Inhale, down. So little pelvic curls, really focusing on the ribs melting into the hips. Nice. And then we'll have our hands come out to the side. We'll do pendulums or spine twist supine. Knees are together, ankles are together. We're going to take those two over to one side, and then exhale and rotate that back to center. Inhale across to the other side, And then exhale and rotate that back to center. Just as you can imagine, this is giving really great movement through that spine and helping wake up that body. And then we send our arms long, legs long. So from here we can move into our second oil, which is our Align or Affirm. And this one I like to just kiss to my fingertips, and then we dab to the temple, and even the base of the skull is a good spot. And because it's bringing in that belief system, we're going to take it across the heart too. So from here we'll start with our arms nice and long, legs long. Inhale, bring your hands up, bring in that belief. Exhale, up and over the big beach ball, keeping those legs down and really going for a beautiful spine stretch, making a C shape with your back, reaching forward. And we'll slide our feet up, pop your hands behind the back of your thighs, do some little curls, up and open. I love this because this is a good one then to transition over into your side positions. So we can start with the clam, where you lay yourself down, your knees are bent, hips are stacked, feet are in line with your hips, your head can be up, and we're going to raise the top leg up and down. Level 2 toes just touching level 3, feet in the air, and you open and close here. And then after a few sets of those, then we want to move into extending that leg. Flex the foot, take it behind the line of the body, and we're going to kick forward 2 breaths out, and back. Kick forward, and back. And we'll bring that leg forward and then turn the toe down and up, tapping up and down, and little circles forward and reverse. Now repeat that a few times each. Bring that back. If we want to take it up a level, we'll come up onto our sides, bring in the side plank, hand comes nice and long, leg extends, raise the leg up and down, and then you can also do those side kicks, kicking forward, bringing it back, and back. So then we come into our final one, which is the enlightening blend. So arise or ascend, and this one we take a nice deep breath in. These oils are all with a base of fractionated coconut, so they are safe to put straight on, or we can dilute them down a little bit. I love to place the ascend onto my wrists so that I can breathe it in throughout the day, and also particularly behind the ears. And so I can smell it just onto between the collarbones. So positions that we'll flow into for this is the more challenge positions. So we'll start with the crisscross. We come down, float head up, bring the legs up, and we'll wrap across, look to one direction and reach to the other. Over, really opening up through that rib cage and rotating through the torso. Getting good movement. Send that into scissors. Take one leg nice and long, 2 breaths back, switch, switch, switch. So you can keep trying those ones. And then a final one we'll do, again we'll do the roll up, is coming into our teaser position. So you can start as a baby step up here and just float the feet, or if you're able to, we'll take those legs up and holding up here, really tall through the crown of the head, working into these abdominals, arms are long, energy's out through there, open through the chest. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. More extension pieces. Now only try these if you are familiar with the practice. So we can go into open leg rocker, where you take your legs nice and long, and we're sitting tall, and we're gonna rock back, and then we're gonna rock forward, hold. And then there's seal puppy. So you wrap your hands around, 3 claps with your feet, 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna go overhead for the same. 1, 2, 3. And up again. So there we have it. Those are the places that are really great to place them. But overall, just remember, using them is the most important thing. Whether you just want to try starting with using one, you find it too hard to put them all on during your practice, I have them sitting beside me and dab them on as I go. You may have one diffusing, you may be wearing one, but the best thing is just to give it a try. And to get these 3 oils, all 3 of them in this box, is actually at wholesale $77. So it's really good value. And have a look, I'll put the links below so you can grab your own, but you'll love them. It's a really good idea.